The next presentation is entitled, Thou Shalt Not Skip Leg Day, Why All Christians Need to Build Muscle. Please welcome Emerald Lipis.
A couple years ago, I needed a thoughtful gift for a friend. So I went to a pottery class. I handmade this pot for her. I carefully molded and added special details I knew she would love. A year later or so, I saw it in the bottom of a box in her kitchen, all dusty and had some cracks in it. Just as I was saddened by the fact that she did not take care of the gift that I designed for her, imagine how God feels when us humans take the valuable gift of the human body and treat it with disrespect. In the US, 43% of adults are overweight. Our obesity rate has doubled since 1990, and our physical activity rate has decreased 60%. Now, we can see the lack of care through these statistics, but what about going the other way and caring too much? More and more athletes and influencers are being caught on steroids, giving us a false image of what our body can look like, and disrespecting God by disrespecting their bodies. Some Christians think we should really only focus on spiritual things. Others want to build up their bodies but are worried about buying into worldly ideas like becoming too bulky or becoming too masculine. So, what should we do? Although Christians typically prioritize spiritual development over physical development, I argue that it is necessary for all Christian men and women to prioritize muscular health in order for a proper Christian discipleship. And since treating our bodies with love and respect is a primary way to show glory to God. The soul carries much importance, while at the same time the body does. John Klein, an author for his book Wonderfully Made, explains the importance of these two working together. There would be no dwelling soul without the body, and there would be no dwelling body without the soul. We are our bodies and we are our souls. Our bodies are a good thing, and we must recognize this. When reading through Genesis 1, God calls his creation very good, and this includes our bodies. Some could argue that since sin was casted upon the world, that our bodies can be a sinful and dangerous thing. But God came down with an incarnated body, showing us that it is very good, enough for him to rebuild his own. We were given these as gifts. Because of that, we must treasure them, not to make them look as muscular as we can, but to strengthen them. In order to do this, we must practice discipline. We are called to have strong discipline in order to have a strong relationship with God. In 1 Corinthians, Paul says, I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should. Here, Paul connects discipline and analogy of an athlete together, showing that these two can and should strengthen each other. If we can have discipline over our bodies, we can have discipline over more difficult things at times like our faith. Men and women must recognize the duty we have to keep our bodies in their best condition. Men, you are called to be physically strong. In Joshua 1:9, it says, when we think of men, we should also think of strength. Now, this can be mental or physical, but both are needed in being a leader. When us women look up to men, we must be looking at someone who is physically able to protect us. Woman, we are also called to be physically strong. The idea of strength really used to only be applied to men, and still to this day it's less common for women to work out. But we are called just as much as men are to build physical strength. In Proverbs 31, it says, she sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. She gets up at night and provides food for her family. She opens up her arms to the needy and her hands to the poor. Now, this verse isn't telling us that we need to have big biceps or be bulky, but we need to have the strength to do the tasks that we are called to do. Men and women both have a responsibility to be strong. We must be prepared to fulfill this. Something that physical strength helps us with is that it just allows us to be more joyful. David Mathis, a pastor and writer for Desiring God, accounts for joy as a result of physical strength. He says it's not the health he receives from physical strength that motivates him to be in the Word, but it's the joy he receives from physical strength that motivates him. Physical strength allows for a healthy mind allows for joy, and joy is a crucial part of Christian life. Having an uncared for body shows a lack of discipline one has in order to fulfill Christ's callings. Next time you are in the middle of a set, remember who you are pushing that last rep for. Are you doing it to bring glory to yourself, or are you doing it to bring glory onto God? If you don't work out, think about what it means to treat your body as a gift. I am not calling men to appear as muscular as you can, and I'm not calling women to be bulky or to be masculine, but I'm calling us all to be strong, both in our soul and body. Thank you.